Hello and welcome to Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead. Guys, I just want to take you around here on the homestead. I haven't spent a whole lot of time in the vegetable garden, but I have been working on a lot of my flower beds. And because the mulch has been on sale 5 for $10, I have purchased many bags of black mulch and red mulch to spread around here on the homestead. So let me just turn you around so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay guys, towards the front of the house, I have mulched this area. There are hostas. There are these plants here. I don't know the name of it right now. It's not the elephant ear, but it's the dark black colored one. And it's a perennial here in my growing zone, 7B. In fact, all of these are perennials. And of course, this is the hardy fern and more hostas. I thought that the dark color would be a beautiful contrast against the light green hostas. And so I have taken my time and mulched this entire garden area. Also over here, this area has also been mulched, and all of these shrubs have been cut back. So happy to have gotten that taken care of. You can't imagine what it was looking like before all of the weeding and all of the grass removal from these areas. And the same here. And as you can see, my nandinas, some of them have died. There was a lot of woody dead part, tons of grass and weeds in this area. I'm not sure what additional plants I'm going to add to it, but I have some of the dark red peonies around that pot there. But just wanted to remove all of the grass and weeds and mulch really, really well in this area. And this is at the very front part of the house, so it was really an eyesore when it was just all full of grass and weeds. And over here, guys, for years and years, I had the pink knockout roses, but over time they got diseased and they died back. And so I wanted to add some flowers to this area, but didn't want to spend a lot of money. And what I had on hand that were perennials were these irises, and they multiply like crazy. So here you see where I have just divided up my irises from one of my garden areas, and I've just added it here. And of course, because they multiply, hopefully by next year they would have doubled in size. But this is another area that was mulched and weeded and grass removed. Here is my little wagon that I have filled with begonias, and these begonias were on the clearance rack at Lowe's, and I know that given a little Miracle Grow fertilizer, they'll spruce back up, and in no time they would have covered this entire little wagon here. And then over here, guys, this is where I have my tree of pots here, and I have added plants to each of them. Towards the bottom, I've added some of these I can't think of the name right now, but it'll come to me. But I have a lot of them as well in the vegetable garden. They're supposed to help repel pests, but because I needed something to fill the rest of these pots, I added them here. But here I also have a lot of lilies, daylilies. I have a couple of irises in here, and this plant back here. And I have divided this one also multiple times, and it does really well in shade gardens. This area gets a lot of afternoon sun. some petunias down there. And this is also a peony that I divided up from another plant and put in here. And here are some more of my lilies. And it looks like the deer have been enjoying the tops off of them. I don't even know if these actually bloomed this year. But this is another area that was taken care of. Excuse my shadow. And then over here, guys, this is another garden area. And as you can see, I have another peony. This is the deep red one. And more flowers. Over here is another bed that's right outside of the patio. I've got a knockout rose there and some more petunias in a white container. And I also enjoy putting hanging baskets in this tree here. This is a crepe myrtle, and bird feeder there. And I've got another hanging basket there of flowers. And of course, this is the patio garden over here. Then my grandson came along and helped me over here in mulching this area with some black mulch. And these shrubs here were the ligustrum privets, and they have died. I think they died last year. They just didn't make it from the cold weather we had, or either the dry spell, one or the other. But for some reason, even though these limbs are pretty much dead, they still provide some degree of privacy to my patio area here, which is why I have not cut them really back as I could have, even though the tops have all died off. And over here, I have put these scarecrows here because I divided up some black-eyed Susans here on the homestead, and I've placed them here. But whenever I try to grow black-eyed Susans, the deer come and eat them up. So I'm hoping that with these scarecrows here, that they'll leave my black-eyed Susans alone. And here and here, I've added some of the yellow irises. And so I've just been dividing a lot of my perennial plants that I have on the homestead so as to have more flowers that will come back year after year. And on this side, I divided up some daylilies and just put 2 pieces here. And this is a begonia that came back from last year. I didn't plant this here, but last year I had begonias in this bed. So I'm really surprised to see that this one came back on its own because it's really an annual here in Tennessee, growing zone 7B. But guys, this is what I have been doing, and lots of weeds and grass from all of the rain we've been having here, lots of thunderstorms. I've even had a lot of limbs to fall from my trees. And again, that peach tree of mine, again, lost a lot of leaves. And I've got peaches all over the ground over in that area. It's a big mess, but I will take you over to see it in another video. I have been trying, guys, to figure out what I can plant in this area. I've tried previously growing some kale and collards for the girls to have where they can come out and pick their own, or I can cut the branches and throw it into their coop for them. But it was attacked by leaf miners and also deer, so that's not an option. I may just plant some irises or something in here that I know the deer will not eat. But as you can see, the hanging baskets are doing quite beautifully. And I only put 1 or 2 flowers in here, but you can see how they fill out really nicely. And over here by the girls' chicken coop, I've got some daylilies and hostas in there, and they are doing beautifully. Hope the deer don't come to get it because they love hostas as well. But yeah, I think I want to do something in this area here. Unfortunately, I'm not able to grow food because of the deer. Say hello, girls. Now you want to get quiet on me. But that's what I've been doing, guys. Been really busy on the homestead, trying to grow more in 2024. At the same time, trying to maintain a lot of these garden beds that I have with either flowers and vegetables, just to keep things looking decently around the homestead. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed watching what I've been up to in the last couple of days. God bless. Bye-bye. Say bye, girls. Guys, I just wanted to come back and say that these are nasturtiums, and these over here are coral bells. Here's another coral bell here. Okay, guys, thank you. God bless.